Call the meeting to order. Please rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection about the business that's before us this evening. Please join me in a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, our clerk, Shannon Harvey, won't be here tonight. She had a death in the family, so she called me this afternoon. So I will be filling in as part-time clerk here too. So bear with me as I do this. So. The roll call is Alderman Begley, Alderman Violet,
Here.
Alderman Basso,
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski,
Here, Mr. Mayor.
smart aleck, Alderman Key,
Here.
Alderman McGrogan,
Here.
Alderman McGovern,
Here.
Alderman Clifford,
Present.
myself, and there. Okay. All right. Under the first thing, we have a special presentation. This week is actually from April 21st through April 27th is Volunteer Recognition Week. And last year, and this town would not function without volunteers. That's one thing you've got to keep in mind. You know, all the things we do in this town, volunteers are so important to it to make it function as a town. And the quality of life we talk about all the time, and that's because volunteers step up and do things for other people in town here. And you know, whether it be a market day, a parade, you know, whatever, you know, there's always volunteers there. And so over the years, I thought about how to recognize people, and in talking to the Palos Fine Arts Association or Council, they came up with an idea of having a wall in the front entrance of City Hall, recognize the volunteers and for their service to the town over the years. So every year we're going to add some people. The first year we added a number of people, and then every year we'll add a certain number of people based on the actions and activity they've done for the town. So this year, pleased to announce we have 3 candidates being added to the wall. And with that, the first candidate is Susan Snow. Susan Snow was a former judge here in Palos Heights. She served in Bridgeview for a number of years and has ran the Daughters of the American Revolution for every Memorial Day presentation here, and then she served in a leadership role for a number of years with the Palos Library. So Susan couldn't be with us tonight, but so she is being recognized. And also Bob Grossart. And Bob, many of you know, who was the chairman of the Business and Economic Development Committee, Chamber of Commerce, helped with the Kris Kringle Market, and also with the Welcome Back program over at Trinity Christian over the years, and a very active and community-minded individual. So again, he will be honored on the wall. And we are fortunate tonight to have one of the individuals who is the winner, Lois Duran, is with us today. And Lois has been a volunteer at the Children's Farm for many years, many hours of service at the farm, you know, whether it be in tours or working with the kids. And besides that, what she's done on Lake Catherine, you know, she's been with the Friends of the Lake Catherine. She's run over there with all the pets and helping out with little kids coming over, giving them little tours. She was a fixture at Lake Catherine many times, and then also was a very active member of the Beautification Committee. So that being said, if Lois could step up here, I'd like to honor you with a plaque, and I have those also plaques for the others who couldn't be with us, and we'll get those to them. You're with her son, Gary?
Yes. Thank you.
You're a fixture? Oh, sure.
This is going in the.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So again, if it wasn't for volunteers, this town really couldn't function. People over the last 20 years or so have stepped up and really made this town what it is. So that being said, first thing on the item, we have a consent calendar, and I've got the approval of the minutes for the City Council meeting from April 2nd, 2024, the approval of the payroll and a voucher list for the period ending April 12th, 2024, a proclamation recognizing April 21st through the 27th, which I mentioned earlier, as the Volunteer Recognition Week, and then an approval of a special events permit for St. Alexander's to conduct their annual 5K on May 9th, 2024, from 5 to 7 on a designated route.
So
That being
moved.
said, I need a motion to approve the consent
Second.
calendar. Moved by Alderman Clifford, seconded by Alderman McGovern. Let me get this right down here so I don't get in trouble. Okay. Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Begley's not here. Alderman Basso? Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Tonight, we also have two open bid openings, and Jim Demicky, our city treasurer, is going to fill in for the clerk and open these bids. Adam Jasinski, our director of public works, will actually read them and record them.
Which one would do first?
Does matter which one you do first?
Let's 78th Avenue Lift Station. This
Okay.
one?
Yes.
This is for the 78th Avenue Lift Station. We received 3 bids. First bid is from Markham Construction. And it's in the amount of $748,115. Next bid is from Mark Cresmery Construction. It's in the amount of $547,600. And the last one is from Aries Incorporated. In the amount of $695,000 even.
I move to send these bids to the Water and Sewer Committee for consideration.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The next bid opening is for the 2024 sewer cleaning and televising program. We received 5 bids. First one is from Visu Sewer of Illinois in the amount of $448,790. Next one is from Pipe View. In the amount of $223,651.50.
Bless.
Next one is from National Power Rotting. in the amount of $173,594. Next one is from Sewer Tech LLC. In the amount of $135,520.
Didn't want you to open that one.
And the last one is from Dukes.
That's it.
In the amount of $303,609. That's it.
I move that we move these bids to Water and Sewer Committee for consideration.
Moved by Alderman Violet, is there a second? Second by Alderman Key, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, appreciate it. All right, the end of the bid opening tonight, just a couple of remarks. Spring's here, we've got a bunch of activities that are starting in spring, and I will leave that up to Alderman Key for his report later, so I don't steal his thunder. I know he'll bring up all these activities that are going on, so, no, that's okay. But we do have, Palos Baseball is starting. Their annual day, or first day, is on April 27th. What that means, we're going to have more kids in the neighborhoods going to games, going to the fields. So please be careful as you drive through town, and watch out for the kids that are driving, taking their bikes and walking to the various activities we have going on. Other than that, I'm looking for a motion to adopt a resolution to close Harlem Avenue, again for a volunteer thing, for the 4th of July parade on, obviously, the 4th of July, 2024.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan, second by Alderman McGovern. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City clerk is not here, so they can't have a report. The city treasurer could be here and have one, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have the treasurer's report for the month ending March 31st, 2024. General fund began March with $3,758,684. Revenue for the month was $2,253,606. Expenses were $916,140. Other source use $142,023, giving an ending cash balance in the general fund of $5,238,174. Total of all city funds began March with $27,741,873. Revenues were $4,258,503. Expenses totaled $1,541,420. Other source use $178,020, giving an ending cash balance in all city funds of $30,636,977. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Need a motion to approve the treasurer's report? Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGovern, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Give me a second here to keep writing. Okay. City attorney doesn't have a report. Any communications anyone has?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I just wanted to mention, and I think Alderman McGovern might say a couple of words on this too. One of the Fourth Ward's older residents, a great guy, Bob Westfall, passed away yesterday. I've known Bob for a long time. He was a teacher of mine way back when I was in grade school. He was a policeman and had some very big responsibilities in the city of Chicago. And after that, when he retired, he was just a terrific guy, and he'll be missed. And his wife Stephanie is also a very nice person, and our condolences to the whole family.
Yes.
Jerry was very close to.
Right.
I live right across the street from him, and before him, he was a really good friend to my predecessor, Art Phillips. They went everywhere together throughout every vacation they ever took, everything. And the last 6 weeks have really been a strain on that entire family. Many of them coming in from other states and everything else to go on. Yeah. And there'll be a week for him Thursday at Schmedeke Funeral Home, which will be on 104th and
107th.
and Harlem. And then Friday morning at 10 o'clock, there'll be a funeral mass at St. Ellsworth, and then on the Holy Sepulchre Cemetery. So, my condolences to the family. I've known them for over 20 years, and he's just like you said, he's just a great guy.
Yeah. He was my
He
sixth
was-
grade basketball coach.
He was actually Sis Daly's driver for many a time when
And our best to Stephanie and the rest of the family too. So.
Yeah, they're nice people.
And-
that's all.
I just want to say that we're all aware that our chief of police, his family tragically lost a young person in his family, and it's really kind of shaken us up a little bit that it's so close to home. So often we hear these things so often on the news where someone is killed in a car accident or otherwise, and we get numb to it. It just and when it hits our family, you realize how many families, when they lose someone, what upheaval it brings to the family over an extended period of time. So I just want to send good thoughts and a lot of prayers to the Chakowski family, and just surround them with love.
Yeah, I talked to the chief today, and he's going down this weekend to Tampa
Yeah.
for the funeral down there. And, so it's kind of rough. So
Mayor,
Yeah.
in honor of him being Jerry's in Marine Corps, and I was in Marine Corps, he served over 5 tours of action in Iraq and Afghanistan, just to show you the type of person he was. Had everything going, ready to start their lives together. In a tragic accident of an intoxicated driver coming by and hitting them when they were changing a tire. It's just tragic. I can't say enough to Billy and his family and his daughter and his wife, and all of our sentiments exactly to him and that family. It's just a very tragic, and you just can't say how bad it was. So condolences.
right, definitely. Okay. Anybody else? Citizens wishing to address the council? Anyone? All right. Finance Committee, Alderman McGrogan.
Mr. Mayor, there's no particular item on the agenda. I just want to mention that the report that the city treasurer, Jim, gave, I think, based on my recollection, that's the first time we've hit some of those numbers. And the city is really taken a big turn for the better. And to top the all-in budgets with various different accounts of over 30 million, that's the first time, to my knowledge, that we've ever topped that number. So great job.
Yeah, it's, our costs are up too, though, and one of the things is everything's invested now at 5%, because that's the interest rates, because everything's gone up, right? So
Yeah.
that's part of it, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the end of my report.
All right, great. Public Safety, Alderman Basso.
Yes, Mayor, I have no items on the agenda this evening. I would like to make the public aware that our Safety Committee meeting of next Tuesday will be canceled. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, sir. Municipal Grounds and Property, Alderman Begley's not here. You don't, she has nothing? Okay. Planning and Zoning, Alderman McGovern.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Alderman Key, Recreation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve Williams Architect legal bid notice for the Palos Pool project.
Second.
Second.
Alderman McKee, seconded by Alderman Violet. Alderman Violet,
Yes.
Alderman Begley, Alderman Basso,
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski,
Aye.
Alderman Key,
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan,
Yes.
Alderman McGovern,
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Williams Architect in the amount of $29,777.44 for construction document development, additional bid services, and unit billing items for Phase 1 of the pool project.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment application number 2 to Hacienda Landscaping in an amount of $72,960.30 for construction work completed for the Orchard Park project.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
And then finally, I'd like to make a motion to approve FB United Landscaping proposal in the amount of $11,520 for spring and fall cleanup at parks, the swimming pool, the recreation center. This includes weekly maintenance visits to the recreation center and monthly maintenance visit to Wall Swashgate Park, and biweekly for Dream Big Park. And this is, our public works guys take care of the vast majority of the landscaping, but we hire a company to go and go around to all the parks to manicure them a little bit more, and that's what
Second.
this is.
Okay, Alderman Key, seconded by Alderman Clifford. Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
So this week we have the Chocolate Chase, which is a 5K race. The packets for all the runners are going to be picked up on the 18th and 19th, and then the race is actually this Saturday on the 20th, starting at 9 o'clock. If you've, just come over and, support the runners, but come in and see what's going on there. There's vendors and other things going on, and just show your support. And I just want to say ahead of time, thank you to the police department that, kind of maps out the route and keeps everyone safe along the way. And we can't do things without them. And this time of year, there's a ton of activity starting up with, we're looking forward to summer programs and things happening in the parks. So I encourage everyone to go to the website, PalosHeightsRec.org, and then check out the calendar, check out the different things. You can register for a lot of these events right online, which is a big help, or stop in the rec department and you can sign up there as well. And so just keep that in mind. And also, just as an add-on to all these things that we voted on tonight, there's actually two things going on. We're developing Orchard Park, which is next to the rec center, and you can see the construction vehicles there. And there's going to be actually a small splash pad there for kids to come in and use that. But also there's another project that's going to start at the end of the summer where we're rehabbing the pool house, and it's a big project. But all these things have to be put in order right now. That's why we're voting on all this stuff. But the work will not start until the pool season is over. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Roads and Construction, Alderman Clifford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Motion to award the 2024 MFT resurfacing program for the main bid, option 1 and 2, to M&J Asphalt Paving for their low bid total of $688,925.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Basso. Discussion? Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye. So you notice option 1's a normal road program. Option 2, some work we're going to be doing on Patriot Avenue adjacent to the park Alderman Key just mentioned, back to the school. And it's an intergovernmental agreement which will be coming up next, so everybody knows 1 and 2, they're two separate projects, which will be, the deal on that is the school will pay 2/3 of it and the city will pay only 1/3. So we could do that whole road and back and pathways from the 127th all the way back to the school. With that, a motion to approve an intergovernmental agreement for School District 128 for 2/3 reimbursement for the city for option number 2.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman McGrogan. Discussion? Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye. End of my report. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. License permits and franchises, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to make a motion to approve an ordinance amending the city code regarding signs in the right-of-way.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a second? By, sir? Alderman McGovern. Give me a second. Discussion?
They're not allowed?
So there's, we just passed through an election season, and we have a very large election season coming up in November. For election signs are permitted in the right-of-way no more than 30 days before the election and no more than 7 days after the election. Everything else has to have a permit.
Any other questions? All right. Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I'd like to make a motion to approve a request from Richard's Bicycles for a permit to allow outdoor sales of merchandise in in a B district for their annual tent sale from May 18th to May 29th of 2024.
Moved by
Second.
Alderman Lewandowski, second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Alderman Violet?
Yes.
Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman McGovern?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And Mr. Mayor, I have a message this evening for the citizens of Palos Heights from our Building and Code and Compliance Department, from our Code Enforcement Officer and Building Inspector, Frank Giordano. Dear residents, business, and property owners, as a friendly reminder, the exterior of your property must be well-maintained and in safe condition, including driveways, parking lots, walkways, sidewalks, stairs, and handrails. The roof and windows should be in good repair. Walls and any painted surfaces must be neat and in appearance with no peeling or chipping paint. This includes fences. The exterior of the premises must be maintained free from weeds and plant growth in excess of 6 inches in height. Please be mindful of your neighbors when utilizing landscape companies that mow and maintain lawns in the early mornings, evenings, and weekends. The City of Palos Heights has adopted and follows the International Property Maintenance Code to ensure public health, safety, and welfare of property owner and neighbors. The objective of the code compliance is to maintain and increase property values throughout the City of Palos Heights by reminding property owners of their responsibility to maintain their property to the minimum standards set by city codes and ordinances. We appreciate your time and efforts to be compliant and meet the guidelines set forth. Thank you, and have a safe and enjoyable spring and summer.
Very nice. Very good. Russ.
Mr. Mayor, it's funny you read that, being the building inspectors here. There's a situation over on Melvina, about 124th. There's a house there that's pretty much ready to fall down. It's a big brick house, foundations all cracked, you can see right through it, tarps on the roof. It's been going on for years, and I was told we're waiting for some kind of report to see if that's gonna be demoed. The neighbors over there had all kinds of different concerns, which were put to rest by the building inspector. He went over and looked at it as far as mold and stuff goes. And I told him even before, if any demolition, the county would have to come in there and do that inspections for asbestos, mold, and what have you, for environmental reasons. But this house is a total disgrace. Total disgrace. Doesn't belong in this town. Shouldn't even be allowed to stand anymore. It's a danger. It's total. If you go over there and look at it, I don't even see how it's still standing up. So I just like to bring that to everybody's attention, because I keep getting calls on it, and it's still there. So I'll talk to the building guy during the week about it. Okay. Thank you.
All right. End of your report?
End of my report, Mr.
All
Mayor.
right. Business and Economic Development? I'm sorry, Water and Sewer.
No report, Mr.
It goes just a small little thing. Usually you'll have a large one. You spend it all
Ran
last
out of
month.
money.
You spend it all last month.
Jeff took it
All
off.
those bids.
Yeah, all right. All right, Business and Economic Development, Alderman McKee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Park Lawn, which is at 7530 West College Drive, is having an open house on May 2nd from 3 to 6. Park Lawn provides adult therapy programs, physical, occupational, speech, behavioral, and assistant technologies. And so that'd be a nice thing to go out there and visit their open house. A couple newer businesses that have opened. Cervantino's is a Mexican food restaurant, and also they have vegan food there. It's at let's see, I want to make sure I get it right, 12778 South Harlem. It's next to Great American Bagel. They
How
have,
could you not know that address?
I know.
That's where you pick up your mail.
Isn't that the truth? But,
Right next to your office. right?
so it was strictly a vegan place, but now they have Mexican food. They do have vegan food. They have pizzas, and they're open now, and there's a lot of activity over there. So come and visit that. Orange's Waffle House, 11845 Southwest Highway is now open. I know that the mayor's been there a couple times. We went. It's beautiful in there. Just a nice big space, actually, and food's delicious.
Very
so
fresh, yeah.
come out and try that. It's on Southwest Highway.
I think their grand opening is Thursday.
Yes.
at 10 o'clock.
So, and then finally, if you haven't been to High Five in the Heights, which is the store where continuing education students from District 218 have products to sell in that location. It's next to the municipal parking lot. Know that as we go through different holiday seasons, they change the different things in, you know, the merchandise inside the store. So every time you go, there's usually a new variety of products that you can purchase. So, you know, if you haven't been there lately, go in there and take a look around. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
The farmer's market starts,
Oh, yes. I'm going to get, I think it's May 15th.
okay. Very
So
good.
whatever that Wednesday is, yes,
Okay.
that starts it.
That's why I didn't say that, because I figured
Yes,
you would say that. Okay.
sorry.
You let me down, you let me down there, buddy. Okay.
Yes.
Cable TV, anything?
No report, Mr.
All
Mayor.
right. Any old business anyone have? Citizens wishing to address,
Bob?
yes, question, I'm sorry.
Hey, a question on old business. I know you were gonna meet with the people from Northwestern Hospital. Was there anything to report on?
I met with two of the docs already, and I'm waiting for the official communique from the hospital. They haven't come out yet.
You think there's anything that we might
You know,
see?
it's corporate policies, you know,
Yeah.
depending what their final communique is, but,
All right, just checking.
yeah. Any others, new, old business? Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't see you behind there.
Harlan, my vote is 7640 West 135th Street. Mr. Lewandowski, I have a quick question for you. I have a very unique property in the city of Palos Heights, which you probably all are aware of. I do have an anti-Trump sign. I do not have a right-of-way. So can you get me some clarity so I could continue to keep up my anti-Trump sign?
I certainly will.
Thank you.
Any other citizens? Any new business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.